Our main farm on 134th Street between Lenox and Adam Clayton, that's where the whole idea formulated. When I started 5 years ago, it was an overrun community garden full of trash. A typical community garden, you're lucky enough for a lottery and you get your box, and that's that. There's nothing really community about that. So we flipped it and made it a youth garden where all the planting are done by children. And then we build out small school gardens at all the schools that we work with, and the children come there with the schools as part of their curriculum. It's a little patch of earth in the middle of a block in Harlem, but to our children and their families, it's so much more than that. We use the space for any kind of workshops we can to engage the community. Just last week, we had our Halloween festival where we had over 400 people come into that little space. 90% of the kids live below poverty line. Over 98% are on food stamps, and 40% of the children that we serve live in homeless shelters. That's what we're fighting. How do you fight that mentality with no intervention? Anybody who's successful has been surrounded by some degree of success in their life. The children, they have very limited access to the world at large. So we use this as our platform to introduce them to anything and everything. You watch how the children just gravitate to recycling, composting, eating healthy. First it's like, hey, what are you doing? Recycling, what's that? Hey, what's the food for? It's compost, what's that? And then 2 days later, can I help you? One girl planted a sunflower seed and came in every day, 7 days a week to check on the growth, asking, what's going on with the plant? I'm growing faster than this plant. And then next thing you know, how it sprouts out, the plant grew to about 7 feet tall. These are things that the children that we serve would never have the opportunity to see, plant, feel, smell, and more importantly, taste organically grown produce. That's what makes us so powerful. We're there in a very, very needy part of the city. The plan for 127th Street is going to be the most amazing space you've ever seen, and it's going to be anchored by what we call the Impact Farm. It's a 2-story vertical hydroponic system. We'll be up and running by spring and have at least 2,000 children a month coming through there for the same type of experience that we created on 134th Street. The garden is our foundation. We're always trying to encourage them. And we encourage them to think, we encourage them to want more. Don't settle for this, because there's a whole lot more out there than this. We're planting seeds in the ground, but more importantly, we're planting seeds in their heads. There's 39 elementary schools in Harlem. We're only in 6. So we have 33 more to go. Get better every year.